And welcome. This is Post Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakpan. In about 25 minutes, I'll give you updates coming from our world of sports. Yes, everyone is scared about the coronavirus outbreak, and it's been putting a pause to almost all the top international sporting events. They just did that to the Nigeria Professional Football League today, because right after match day 25, we were hoping that we'll see the league go on. Kehinde Idris on this show last night said, look, Austin, if we are postponing the National Sports Festival, then why do we have the league? So right after action from match day 25, the league management company, they announced the postponement of the 2019-2020 NPFL season till further notice. I also have another press release from the Nigeria Football Federation saying all football activities in the country should be put on hold for 4 weeks, all in a bid to avoid the spread of the coronavirus. This is serious. We need to do something about it. But on the show tonight, I'll give you updates coming from match day 25 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. More reactions right after the postponement of the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. Athletes are heartbroken. Some journalists in Lagos have also been reacting to that one. We'll talk about it. We'll also see what the Nigeria Football Federation and even the House of Representatives are doing to improve league football in Nigeria. And that statement from the NFF are postponing football-related activities. They said, look, this will give them an opportunity. I remember yesterday in Benin City, they inaugurated a committee to look into ways we can improve the league and investigate into what caused the death of Nat'l United player Chineme Martins. So the NFF says with this now, they have 4 weeks to really look into it and make sure that when we return into football, we will be playing with international standards. We'll talk about that on the show tonight. They've not called off the Tokyo 2020 Olympics or even postponed it yet. So we'll continue our countdown to that event. It's the world's biggest sporting event, and the coronavirus is trying to, also put some level of caution to that one. A plane has left Japan to Athens to pick the Olympic torch. So Tokyo still doing their bits to keep to keep hopes alive as regards hosting the Olympics. But let's see how far they can go with that one. Sports Tonight on your award-winning sports-loving Channels Television. Welcome on board once again, wherever you're in the world watching us. I'll be part of the program on Twitter. We're Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels-Sports. So send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. What are you talking about? I know that almost all sporting events has been put on hold now because of the coronavirus outbreak, and yes, I've said it's better we stay safe. Mikel Obi, with mutual consent, he has left Trabzonspor. He says, look, we can't go on with football. I cannot play football with all of this panic everywhere. So club and player say, okay, part ways. I'm John Obi Mikel, no love lost. He wants to stay safe, so he cannot play football in this state. Everybody trying to stay safe. Be part of the program on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels-Sports. The NFF, they said they are postponing they're putting on hold all football-related activities for 4 weeks. The league management company said the current season will be on hold till further notice. Tough. Part of the program. What do you think? On Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you what you need to know about season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup. We'll be right back.
Hello, kids. The Channels International Kids Cup is here again. It's season 12 of the grassroots competition, and this is a call for application for schools in Lagos State. Visit our website, www.channelstv.com, to register. Remember, application is free. This competition is organized in collaboration with Eco Football. Channels Kids Cup. Catching them young.
Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let me tell you about season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup. We're calling for applications for schools in Lagos State. We opened that portal last week, yes. So we've been getting applications. We're counting down to season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup, and I'm already getting those messages. I still hope the coronavirus will not stop action this year. We're monitoring the situation closely, but this is just a call for applications first. It's not the real action. Everything will go down in May. It's a call for applications for schools in Lagos State. Let's put those schools together first in Lagos State and see how things will unfold. So to be part of that, just go to channelstv.com, click on Kids Cup and register. Our schools have been registering, but the more the merrier. And remember, when you get into that portal, read the rules and regulations. Let it guide you, because there are some rules and regulations guiding this competition. For instance, it's zero tolerance to age cheats. This competition is for boys under the age of 13 and must be in primary school. And the team that will be presented must be a primary school team. Very, very important. Not an all-star team. I got a visit today from some academies that they want to be part of the Channels International Kids Cup. I said, no, it's not for academies. It's for the school. It's the school team. Very, very important that we know that. We just want to discover young talents. We want to keep telling that beautiful story that there are talents at the grassroots. And if we discover and nurture this talent, they will eventually become future champions. That's what we're doing. And we're calling for applications for schools in Lagos State, season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup. Let's be part of this one. I know it will get us talking. I know we will discover more talent. So schools, get into that portal. Games Masters, get into that portal. Register the kids. There are some requirements. Just read through the rules and regulations. Provide those requirements. And yeah, the technical committee will look through those entries and then select 32 schools we compete in the Lagos preliminaries. We're just trying to develop football at the grassroots. You'll love it. I love it so much. Every year that we do this competition, it's another testament that we can do more at the grassroots. And I've been calling on everyone that has featured at the Channels International Kids Cup in the last 12 years. I want to talk to you guys. I got about 3 messages yesterday. I want more. So if you've ever featured at the Channels International Kids Cup, I want to hear your story. Tell me what happened right after the Channels International Kids Cup. If you're from Toyba, tell me the story of how your school went on to win. If you're from Nana, tell me how your school went on to win at the Channels International Kids Cup. I just want to get everybody that has been part of this project to come around. Let's talk about it. It's beautiful. It's laudable. We love it so much. And I want to just keep talking about this story. I know Peter Joel is still doing so well with football. He came out of the Channels International Kids Cup. I want to tell more stories. I want to meet you. I don't know all of you guys, but I want to, particularly the guys from the first set. Yeah, season 1. Can you talk to me? I want to know what's going on with you. You played football at that level. Did it motivate you? Did it change anything in your life? Did it push you towards being a better person? What are you doing now? Let's be part of this grassroots initiative on Twitter, Channels _sports, Facebook, Channels IFA Sports. You can even send us an email to Kids Cup. It's Kids Cup, KIDSCUP, Kids Cup at channelstv.com. Let's talk about football at the grassroots. You will love it. Let's get on with the show now. Talk about the postponement of the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. Reactions have continued to trail the postponement of the NSF. We were waiting for that one. I was doing the countdown. Edo was ready. Ministry of Youth and Sports, they were pumped up. They say Edo has shown that they really want to host the National Sports Festival, but it's not just happening. And look, if Edo is feeling bad, if followers of the National Sports Festival are feeling bad, what about the athletes? They're heartbroken. Let's take some reactions from some of these athletes, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
I don't feel good though. I've been training for long, and it's not nice at all. I just really want the festival to come and go. Let's just play the game and go back to our various clubs. We've been training for so long. It's sad. It's really sad.
the coronavirus? Are you not afraid of that? Because that's the reason.
It's not in Nigeria as far as I'm concerned. I don't see anything affecting us Nigerians. We're that hard. It's sad though.
I'm just hearing it now. It's not like I heard it yesterday. And as I am right now, I'm heartbroken because I've been hearing about NBA being cancelled and many people's league. I never thought it would affect us because all the rumors of the virus entering Nigeria, they are like, it's fake. They're like, it's negative. So I was like, oh, we are secure. Let's go and play this festival. And we have a very good team. We've been working out for almost 2 weeks now. And you can't just tell us that the festival is cancelled, the camps is cancelled, everybody has to go back home. So is it like all for nothing? I can't really say anything about it. I just know that I'm heartbroken right now. So
I know, sorry, sweetie. I know that's the feeling. But let's stay safe. Let's just be fine. This virus is crawling, creeping, getting into places. It's difficult to understand. And looking into our face, you could tell that the athletes are ready. They want to go and compete, particularly that they have been preparing. Hey, but champ, it's better we stay safe. And I think that's the right thing to do, postponing the National Sports Festival. I think it's a good decision. Yeah. I know athletes are heartbroken, but let's stay safe. It's not just the athletes that have been reacting to the postponement of the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. I will caught up with some sports journalists in Lagos, and they've also been giving their views. Let's listen to them.
It's a brilliant decision for the fact that it is dicey because of the gestation period of 2 weeks. We've been COVID-19 free now, from what we know. When we have such a large gathering of people, just one person can cause so much damage. And the odds are that we won't know until after this crowd of people have gone to their different states. And because of the way our health system is, and because and for the fact that a lot of these guys are coming from towns that have little or no well-established health system, it will be a disaster if that festival becomes a breeding ground for this virus.
Well, I think at this point in time, it's good to err on the side of caution. I think it's a sensible decision. There are arguments for and against, but I think it's good to err on the side of caution, especially if what we hear that foreign athletes who ply their trade wherever will be allowed to come and represent some states. I think that puts an X factor in there. And because of the incubation period of 2 weeks, we just heard about the actor Idris Elba, who hasn't shown any symptoms, but he tested positive for coronavirus. So a lot of people would have the virus, but they have not tested positive. So, and when you have a huge gathering of people and they're young people mostly, I think it's just good to let's wait. Let's rush things. Let's see whether this thing will die down. We know we have a good record in Nigeria. It's not an epidemic in Nigeria, but I just think it's good to err on the side of caution. Personally, I have myself the question, if my son or daughter was going to go for those games, will I be comfortable? The question is no.
So that's it, Bade and Deji Omotoyibo. I say, let's just stay on the side of caution. Yeah, and I think that's the right thing to do so we don't regret. Because persons are going to come to the National Sports Festival. And how careful can you be in that crowd? So it is what it is. Till we get the COVID-19 virus out of the way, it is what it is. All of the actions must be on hold. But today, in the Nigeria Professional Football League, action went down match day 25. And in Lagos, MFM, they played a very important match, and they went on to win that one 2-1 against Abia Warriors. Right after match day 25, the league management company said the league will be postponed until further notice. We were right there at the Agege Stadium to cover that one between MFM and Abia Warriors. Let's take a look. And so that's it. MFM Football Club of Lagos, they have beaten Abia Warriors 2-1 in a matchday 25 game of the Nigeria Professional Football League that was played this evening at the Agege Stadium in Lagos. Dennis Obasi drew the first blood for the Lagos team in the 18th minute after a mix-up in the Abia Warriors defense for his first goal of the season. Clement Ogu is been on fire lately, and he maintained that form, extending MFM's lead 11 minutes later, courtesy of a cleverly taken free kick on the edge of Abia Warriors box. Fatai Abdullahi reduced the goal tally in the 54th minute, but it was a little too late for Abia Warriors. MFM are now 14th on the table, while Abia Warriors are 16th on the log. That's it. Beautiful goal scored by Clement Ogu for MFM. Right, that's a cleverly taken free kick, screamer. We love it. That's why we won the league on television. It was also huge relief for MFM getting that 2-1 win over Abia Warriors. They are now 14th on the log. Let's see other results from match day 25 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. League leaders Plateau United. They maintained their momentum, beating Kwara United by 2-1. Rivers United thrashed Warri Wolves 3-0. Lobi Stars also won against FC Fire Uba by a single goal. Eimba went away to beat Adamawa United 2-0. Dakada and Rangers played arguably the best match from match day 25. 5-goal thriller. It ended 3-2 in favor of the visitors. 3 away victories on match day 25 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. The last one, Katsina United beating Sunshine Stars 2-1. Wiki Tourist 1, Kano Pillars 0 goal. Jigawa Golden Stars 2, Heartland 1, while Nasarawa United and Aqua United shared the spoils as they played goalless. So there you have it. Match day 25 results of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We love it so much. 3 away wins. 3. Eimba, they won away. Katsina United won away. And of course, that's one that we talked about, Rangers beating Dakada 3-2. I love it so much. So right after the action from today, the league management company said they are putting a pause on the league. Plateau United are still on top of the log now. And in fact, they consolidated that position and now 4 points clear with 49 points. Rivers United follows in second with 45 points. Lobi, they are still keeping hopes alive. They're fighting. They believe that they can do something this season. For their third on the log with 43. And look at the new guy on the block. Rangers are now fourth on the log with 37 points. Don't you just love the NPFL? At a point, we thought it was done and dusted for Rangers. But that's the update that we got right after match day 25 action. The league management company, the LMC, they have announced that the 2019-2020 NPFL season has been suspended till further notice. According to the LMC, the decision is in line with global health preventive protocol against the coronavirus pandemic. The suspension comes after the federal government announced the postponement of the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival. So, no league football till further notice. NFF says no football-related activities for 4 weeks. So maybe after 4 weeks, the league will come back. But you see now that everyone wants to stay safe. That was what Kehinde Idris was saying last night on this show, that if we cancel the National Sports Festival, we have no business still running the league because persons are still coming out there to watch football, and we all need to stay safe. It's not just staying safe in the league. The league, they're also trying so much to make sure that it meets best international practices. We lost Chineme Martins in that NPFL fixture between Nasarawa United and Katsina United in Lafia. So the Nigeria Football Federation in Benin, they set up a committee to investigate the death of Chineme Martins, who died during the Nigeria Professional Football League match against Katsina United on March the 8th, 2020. NFF President Ahmad Jupinik, while inaugurating the committee at the ceremony in Benin City, the Edo State capital, says that the terms of reference will also include recommendations for sanctions and other appropriate measures to forestall a recurrence. Let's go to Benin City and get some reactions from that inauguration ceremony.
Since in this committee, I don't believe Nigeria can have anything better than what we have right now. And it behoves on you in ensuring that whatever you come out with, we will duly, because like I said, we are the part of the NFF. It is not only us. The ministry will superintend whatever we are doing in ensuring that we have 100% compliance in whatever you are going to come out with. We don't just want a situation where you do this today, you bring an ambulance, well kitted today, then the next day you bring a hearse, These are some of the issues that we must look at that must be sustainable.
I believe it's a great honor on our part to have been selected to perform this assignment. Today, certainly will go down in the annals of Nigerian football. It's a very, very historic and remarkable day.
So that's it. The NFF are doing all they can to ensure that we run a standard league. And so they inaugurated that committee to make sure that they do the right thing. So that's it. That's how far we can go on this edition of Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's keep the conversation going on Twitter. We're Channels_Sports. Facebook Channels IFA Sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakpan. In everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.